This morning on today's kitchen, holiday side dishes you'll savor. With Thanksgiving just a couple of weeks away, we thought we'd arm you with some recipes for your family's feast, and that just happens to be the name of a new cookbook by Style Network's Nigella Lawson. Good morning, Nigella.
Hi.
Welcome. I
it's
love
so nice
holidays.
to be here.
I love cooking for
do.
the holidays. But you get inventive with this book because you like to find twists in food.
Well, I do, but that's also, I have to say, I'm kind of obsessed with food, and I like eating. So it's just the way my mind works. I'm not trying to come up with things, but I'm lying in the bath, and I think, you know what? I think in the stuffing it would be really good to put gingerbread, and don't bother with ordinary breadcrumbs. So that's what I do, and I try it out, and it works, and then I'm happy.
But as you told me earlier, before we started our interview, you said, look, you should try this, several days or weeks preferably in advance so you're not stressed out the night before.
Well, I always find it easier, I'm just putting some apples and onions in here, I always find it easier if I know something's going to work. But having said that, I've cooked this so many times, I can absolutely say, if you do this, it is going to work. But, cooking is about finding things that suit your own taste. And I cook food that suits my taste.
So we've got gingerbread stuffing
Yes.
as your idea.
It
and what you've
certainly
got
is.
you've got apples, and you've got butter, and also a little bit of oil in here.
And some bacon chopped up.
Okay.
So
and that all goes in together.
That all goes in together. And then when it's cooked, and the great thing about this is you can do this a day or two in advance, so you don't have to do everything at the last minute. So you cook this all together.
With some clementine.
Go ahead.
Done.
Oranges.
That's
something
zest
about
of
orange.
clementine.
The orangey smell that's
It does smell
smells of
great.
holidays.
Yeah, it really does. It's nice.
And then I've got this here, so it's cooled slightly.
So this is the finished after
This
it's
is
been
it.
sauteed.
So you can see how
Right.
this looks like you've got a huge amount, but it goes to a much smaller amount here.
Right.
Okay?
And then you
Some
mix
egg.
a couple of beaten eggs.
And the one tip I would say is, if you want to, I just sprayed everyone there.
Not as long as we didn't spray ourselves.
Yes, I know, I've kept you clean so far. If you want to, you can mix everything together except the egg. So here's the gingerbread crumbs. Can you see how beautiful and spicy and dark that is?
So you just buy this at the store?
Yeah, you just buy it at the store.
That makes it easier.
That
So you
makes
can do
it
this
very
the night
easy.
before.
As long as you don't put the egg in.
Right.
You can put everything, you mix everything up the night before, and then just as you want to stuff your turkey or cook it in a dish like that, you then mix the eggs to do it. So as long as the eggs aren't in until the last minute.
So that would be pretty easy
afraid to
then.
say, I like just to mix it with my hands because I think you get a better blend and mix. I won't touch you afterwards, don't
No,
worry.
that's all right. No, that's all right. I like to cook with my
and you
hands
can
as
feel,
well.
and you can really mix everything together. And this is so lovely and rich. And the reason why that's good is, I adore turkey, but it's a kind of pale, bland meat. So you want the accompaniments to have a bit of,
Something.
spice and richness.
So what you normally do is bake it in something like this, and it comes out like
Yes,
this. and
it's
you
like
can
meatloaf
slice
in
it.
a way.
Now, would you want to maybe make if you really love the other kind of stuffing, would you sort of want to maybe make this as a side dish and sort of still have your other kind of stuffing?
I
you
have
think?
to say, I think for a feast and a holiday, the good thing is to add more. Never think of subtracting. It's always good. So you're meant to be there. You're thinking, I want profusion. I want abundance. Welcome to my table.
You can't have enough. Right. Now, you've got a little twist, a little punch in your cranberry sauce.
I have. This
you call
is
it redder than red.
Redder than
cranberry
red.
sauce.
You don't think you can get much redder than a cranberry, which is, I love these. So that's just like holiday.
And cranberry sauce is easy to make. People don't really realize it's just water and
sugar. It makes itself, yes. Well, I use some cherry brandy. But obviously, the alcohol cooks off, but you can just use, if you want an orange juice, blood oranges. You don't call them blood oranges, do you? We're more ghoulish.
No, we call them blood oranges.
Do you?
Yeah, we do. And that's a lot of sugar. You can also vary the amount of sugar depending on whether you like it tart or...
These are very, very sour. So you need quite a bit of sugar. But remember, this would feed... You're talking about, you've got the butter, you've got the oil, you've got the sugar, but you only have one little dollop. So if you've got 12 people sitting around to Thanksgiving, in the end, you're not having that much sugar.
Right.
Like, you trust me with this?
Yes, I do. Now, this basically cooks for just about
10 minutes?
15 minutes,
The thing is, it carries on setting. I wait till those berries have popped.
And this is how it
That's
looks
how it
in the
looks.
end.
You see, and it sets. It goes quite
fantastic.
jellied. And if you find it too set, you just use a fork to break it up.
Now, I think one of the best things I see on this table, you guys take a look at this.
Hi.
Hey, Al, this
Hello.
looks like something you've made for us.
Yeah,
at
my mother's sweet
Thanksgiving.
potato pone.
But you put something in there like lemon juice.
I do a bit of lime, just
lime
to counter
juice.
the sweetness of a bit of lime, just because otherwise it's nice to you. And these are with maple syrup on the parsnips.
Now, you just put the maple syrup and that's it, or a little
That's
bit of
it.
butter?
Well, I put a bit of, I wouldn't do butter because I'm roasting them, I don't want it to burn, so a
Right.
teeny bit of oil.
They look great.
And you've
Brussels
got some great
sprouts,
Brussels
lemon
sprouts.
and beans.
Nigella Lawson, these are great ideas. And if you'd like to take a look at some of the recipes, look at our website. Thank you so
for
much.
sharing.